Senator Osmek, thank you for joining us. We're talking today about Senate File 1250. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what it is and why you're sponsoring it?
Sure. Senate File 1250 really is another way that we in the legislature can rein in the Metropolitan Council. It has to deal with their funding mechanisms that they're able to capture, as well as some other legislative authority. Really, it's not so much about what we're restraining them in 1250. It's actually more about the entire session, that we have proposed multiple different options to try and bring some either accountability or some fiscal responsibility to the Metropolitan Council. Because when you go talk to city councils, they may not talk to you, but they talk to their legislators about what's going on and what the Met Council is doing, and that they are no longer advocates for them with the Met Council. They are now advocates for one person, and that's the governor of the state of Minnesota.
What are some examples of things that have made people unhappy with the Met Council?
Sure, I can give you one hard example. Before I came to this august body, I was on the city council of the city of Mound. In downtown Mound, we had an old Super American, an old Ben Franklin, much before our times, but the old 5 and dime stores, end-of-life structures. Well, we had Walgreens come in. Walgreens said, we will buy those 2 buildings and put up a brand new Walgreens in your downtown area, right on your main corner. They said, but we have to also take down, and we have willing buyers. There's no tax increment, there's no financial subsidy from the state. We also have to take this to get parking. We have to take this to one of 2 apartment buildings down that were low income. Well, we passed it through our city. Everybody was excited. We're getting a new building. We're getting some energy into downtown. We take it to the Met Council, and our Met Council rep says no, and does not support it, and did not support it the whole time because she was supporting the governor in affordable housing. Now, Mound has plenty of affordable housing. Matter of fact, of the 2 buildings, one of the 15-unit buildings was still going to be staying for affordable housing. But she was supporting the governor, not the city councils, and not for a very reasonable proposal that would have brought new economic energy to a downtown that is very much failing. So that's the kind of thing that you find out.
And as you mentioned before, there are a number of different proposals right now, some from what you're proposing all the way to abolishing it completely. What do you see passing this session? Well,
I'll tell you what, I'll show you the bill because the staff up at the front desk, they know this bill. This is the bill that would take away the Metropolitan Council or make them we would undo them. It would send all of their authority to MnDOT. It would create, a sewer district. That's how much legislatively, that's how much they have ingrained themselves into the way that cities operate. What do we think we're going to get done? Well, I did have a bill that would have brought in some local accountability. Unfortunately, the governor sent his people to the Senate and said, no, we're not going to do a reasonable bipartisan approach that had Senator Rest, Senator Dibble, Senator Clausen, who are not on my side of the political aisle. They said, you know what, we do have a way that we can let the cities have a say in the system. If that can't be, even that small effort can't be done by the governor, and as you see in the Star Tribune today, I had an op-ed that was published. If we can't get one little thing through, we need to have some serious reform, and I'm willing to do it.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for coming down.